Hey guys, Swagger Life here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I've got a full Legends League day, so let's get right into the video. Now, I said I had found the perfect code for you against this base, so you saw my warden placement. It is pretty good. He's gonna take down, and I also used the baby dragon for that visit tower, but he's gonna take down that revenge tower, and then he will take down the gold storage plus the queen and then the air defense, and then he's gonna lock onto that elixir storage. So that's like an ice block effect for us, and that's when we're gonna take the opportunity to use our fireball. There we go, now would be a perfect time. 3 is more than enough. We get a fireball onto that ridge tower, and that is beautiful value. That is, oh my god, that value is insane. Now unfortunately the CC got lured somehow, I don't know how. I think one of the boogers lured the CC. But that shouldn't be a problem. Then we put in the golems, and also try and spread your 2 golems on the outside even more. Like spread them out even more and have the king more on the outside so that you make sure something goes to that core. But I mean, the log launcher is gonna open that town hall up, and then we'll basically just use the overgrowth for the next rage compartment or the rage spell. And then yeah, there's not much else to do. Basically distract defenses with that totem spell or with those totem spells, and yeah, we should be more than good. And we are looking amazing on time because we went for a fairly quick fireball, and this base is not really spread out, so time is never going to be an issue. There we go, this is a huge overkill, and I'm gonna swag that invis spell onto that clan castle. But yeah, I mean, this army is really good. It's so strong. I mean, I'm still using it and I'll keep on using it. It's just that we can all get better, and I just gotta practice even more with the army, and we can even get better attacks in. So let's get into the second attack. And then, so I'm gonna try and get a fireball onto this rage tower. That one on the bottom side. Because I feel like this one's better, then I avoid the Giga Bomb. And I know for a fact that there's gonna be a lot of Teslas in between those wizard towers and that dark elixir storage. People are trying to bait, or this bottom side is baited against a fireball 100%. But then, I mean, my warden is put down in a really good position, so he's gonna, lock onto this gold storage, and that's where I can use my fireball. That was beautiful. I probably could have saved one of this spell, but I just wanted to be extra safe instead of being greedy and missing my fireball. Now we have created a beautiful cut, so there's no way nothing or anything is gonna split. Now unfortunately I got that king's attention on my warden, but it's all good. I'm gonna try and distract with a totem spell, and now he's going back. What the hell? What was that? Just to make me waste that totem spell? Man, the AI of these heroes and troops in this game is ridiculous. It's so stupid. They really gotta work on the AI. But then the log launcher is really good. We're gonna open everything up, and I'm just gonna use my overgrowth for that second rage spell as soon as it gets activated. And yeah, this base is gonna get destroyed. Now trust me guys, I can say something for a fact, and that is, if you can keep everything together and if you can make sure that nothing splits, just trust me, nothing is gonna be able to beat this army. But you just gotta get better with the paw thing, keeping everything together, distracting. There are a lot of small details you gotta pay attention to and keep in mind, and actually those small details can make huge differences. Yeah, we just gotta open our eyes a bit more and we're looking amazing. Second attack, beautifully done. Not bad. And I get, third attack, same base as the first one, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. So somehow people are still using mass throwers, and I actually lately I've been getting hit with a lot of mass throwers. It's impossible to know what you're gonna get hit with, so it's just so random with the bases. I mean, you either get really lucky and you get good defenses, and or you get really unlucky and you use like a base that's not, designed to protect against mass throwers, and you get hit with like 8 attacks or 8 mass thrower attacks. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So it's so random. You can't do anything about it. You just gotta, I don't know, go with your guts. But take it, and always remember, you have to use a rage spell where my warden is right now, because that defending queen plus, yeah, well, the revenge tower, we already took it down, and that expo. Yeah, a lot of defenses. Save your warden, much better. I believe this time we managed to take the CC out before something gets lured. Yes, we did. That's beautiful. Take a look at that value, man. That's so good. And also keep an eye out on that long shot, because 100% he's gonna be locked onto that warden. So you want to try and get that attention away from your warden, and get that, long shot's attention on something else. Yeah, and everything else is basically the same. So far perfect, 3 out of 3, that's not bad. Now guys, I also want to say, if you want to support the channel and you want to get access to my Legend League bases that I will update every 2 weeks with like 5 new bases, you can click the link in the description and become a member. It's much appreciated. It's a way for you to show the support, so thank you very much, and let's get on to the 4th attack. And also make sure to subscribe, it's much appreciated if you haven't subscribed already. But yeah, man, I mean, this period of Clash of Clans, you're gonna go up against a lot of double rage compartment bases like this. Using the fireball with the warden, I'm not saying you have to use the golems. You can use whatever strategy. I've seen people use like 7 throwers with the fireball. Go for it, man. Just go with whatever you feel like works the best for you. I'm not forcing anyone to use this strategy, but I'm just showcasing it, and I'm saying that it's really good, and it's always a choice for anyone who wants to use it and get better with the strategy, because it's still insane. So don't take it as basically as a force that I'm forcing people to use it. You don't have to use it, but I mean, you see, I'm trying to show that it's insanely strong, and it is, and I'm also backing it up with proof. So yeah, guys, just use whatever you feel like is working out best for you, and keep on practicing with that strategy, and you'll get better with it. Trust me, and it's gonna get way better. And also something that I've learned, this is like, it's not about skill or anything, but if you're not in a good mood, this is like on a different level. But if you're not in a good mood, and you're not feeling for any attacks or any like games or whatever it is, I don't know, if if you're feeling let down or whatever it is, don't do your attacks, because I've done my attacks and like in a mood that is not basically preferred for Clash of Clans, and yeah, basically I've done horrible. So yeah, this basically advice, don't do it when you're not in a good mood and when you're let down, because you're just gonna, you're not even thinking about the attack, you're just spamming everything in. That's what I have done personally. So just an advice, don't do it when you're let down or when you're in a bad mood. It's gonna go horrible. We gotta have a passion for the game, otherwise, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard to try and focus as well. Now, guys, I also heard that yeah, well, there's a new update really soon, and the Gold Pass UI is gonna get changed, and a lot of things are gonna get changed. You know, including the challenges we had for the Gold Pass or the Season Pass, whatever it's called. And also somehow we're getting an ore converter, not converter. What am I saying? An ore converter. So yeah, I'm excited for that one. Let's see how it's gonna be. But we really need an update. Alrighty, guys, take a look at this base. So for this base, I like to get a fireball on either one of those rage towers, and then basically get my warden to follow my queen, and we're gonna walk around this whole base, but start from the bottom side to the upper side, so I have the town hall for the end with the log launcher. There we go, that's beautiful. Now, see, I could have put in my queen, you know, immediately after the fireball, but I'm gonna let him work, because if I don't put in the queen, or if I had put in the queen, she was probably gonna lock on to maybe that gold storage and that, what's it called, that multi-cannon, or ricochet cannon, and things could have gotten really messy. Maybe she would have split, I don't know, so take your time, let your warden work. And then we can put in, so see now that, or soon, yeah, now, I don't know why, actually, you know, that was really good freezing that expo, because when your warden is walking around, it's yeah, it's pretty hard to for those healers to heal them, and somehow I don't know, that air defense is still in range of my healers, and I gotta be careful right there. So I think I end up using all my totem spells just for those healers because of that stupid air defense. But it's all good, it's all good. Don't be greedy. Now see, things are actually like, you know, splitting a bit right here, and that's not good. That's something we don't want, because we want to try and keep everything together so that those healers can heal everything at the same time, instead of being stuck on one stupid golem, or I don't know, like a giant from a troop launcher. Even though I'm not using a troop launcher because I'm using a log launcher, but you get what I mean. And then it's pretty easy. Once that rage goes off, the other rage spell tower, we use the overgrowth, and then everything is gonna work out beautifully. That was a good king ability as well, because I got my spiky ball, you know, bouncing on the defenses instead of non-defensive buildings. My god, there are so many black mans. So guys, let me explain. If I had gone into the town hall in the beginning after my fireball, oh, I would have been in big trouble, trust me. I would have been so much trouble. I would have probably failed this attack, because, you know, all the black mans were, you know, beside the town hall, at the back end. But you don't know where the black mans are. It's just, you know, it's just like a gut feeling. But sometimes you just know, like, people try and, or yeah, basically try to put black mines and loons and red mines around the town hall compartment. For this one, probably there are a lot. Like, I'm 100% sure there are black mines around that town hall, because everything is so open. So you know, it would just be stupid to not put in those mines right there. But yeah, have we gone into the town hall on the previous attack in the beginning after the fireball? We would have probably failed. But it's all up to the feeling, and because you don't know where the black mines are. This is like kind of a similar base to the previous one, but not really. I got my fireball, I got the value I wanted. Again, I'm, you know, waiting for my warden to funnel a bit so that nothing splits, and then I'm gonna put in my queen. That's much better. See, you know, these small details, sometimes I personally don't think of them, and that's when I'm not in a good mood and I do my attacks. That's when you know, things get messy and everything just goes horrible. But these small details actually make a big difference, even though we might not think of them. There we go, the moment of truth. See those black mines or red balloons? Red mines and probably some black mines? I'm not sure, maybe. This attack's a bit closer, but I mean a 3-star is a 3-star and I'm more than happy. Alrighty guys, now take a look at this base. I've heard that people are, really struggling against this base. So, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Even though I know how it's gonna go, but I'm trying to not spoil it. But anyway, so really simple, trying to get Fireball onto one of those Rage Stars. But against these bases, a lot of times people have basically, or the builders have, thought it through. So, like once you take out those trash buildings on the outside, or beside, like for example that cannon, there's nothing to lock on. There's nothing to get that warden stuck on. That's a non-defense building, so it's pretty hard. And what I like to do is that I like to turn everything invisible and then put in my queen, and my warden is gonna like follow for like a split sec or a second. Take a look. I'm gonna do exactly that. So look, 1, 2, 3, put in the queen and then use the fireball. So this way my warden doesn't walk straight into the rage tower to seek for other defenses that are not, invised. So that's a pretty good like ice block effect. If you have nothing to get your warden stuck on, that's a non-defensive building. But you gotta be really fast with that queen, man. With the invis spells, with the queen, with the warden, hitting his ability, and also using your earthquake. So you gotta be really fast there, but I think I know why people are struggling against this base. I don't know what people are hitting this base with. If it's the mass throw army or meteor golems or whatever it is, but I feel like a lot of strategies nowadays involve or include an overgrowth. So the thing is, if you go for a fireball on one of those rage towers, you 100% have to overgrowth the other rage tower as soon as it gets activated or triggered. But then the backend is also pretty tough, so I see why people are struggling. I myself almost basically struggled, but thank God we are gonna get this base anyway, because those golems are so tanky and they have a lot of hit points. There we go. Now for this base, man, this base can also be really tough. Again, trying to go for a fireball on one of those rage towers. But see, I gotta be careful, because the problem here is the builders have thought it through. So they have the gold storages, the elixir storage, the dark elixir storages, all those trash buildings, all those non-defensive buildings before or further front than the defenses. So basically my warden is gonna lock onto those trash buildings and then go and lock onto those air or those defenses, and then I basically have nothing to get my warden stuck on. So no ice block effect. It's gonna be pretty rough, and I think somehow my warden gets a lock onto that elixir storage, which is good, but there's too much damage here, so you gotta be really careful. There we go. That was a good fireball, don't get me wrong, but now I wasted, or not wasted, I invested 2 totem spells into my warden. that I would have liked to save for that rage compartment, but it's all good. I mean, you know, I'd rather invest all my totem spells in the beginning for my warden or whatever it is, or the healers or whatever it is, instead of my warden going down and me getting into a really rough time. And this attack is really close. 100% is gonna get really, really close. But I still managed to get the 3-star, which is, you know, the most important thing. When it comes to the attack being clean, it's not clean whatsoever. But it's all good. I'm more than happy. We're getting close to the season's end, so we'll see what I get, what kind of placement I get. It's pretty rough for me to get a top 200 placement because I did shit in the beginning of the season. Switching armies to the mass thrower and then getting a lot of 1-stars with the mass thrower army. I don't know, I should have never changed to the thrower army, man.